Well, a warm welcome to the video, and this week I watch aeroplanes on a very big television, fly over the Transylvania mountains, visit the Turkish Airlines lounge and their in-house museum, and also get to travel intra-Europe business class, but this time in a proper business class seat. Very nice too. Thanks for joining me on this flight from Istanbul over to Prague with Turkish Airlines on their A321. Now, you know me, I had been flying economy, but I saw a lovely opportunity for just €100 to upgrade to business class on this flight between Istanbul and Prague. This gave me access to the Turkish Airlines VIP entrance at the lovely Istanbul airport. Just check this out. Istanbul airport kind of reminded me of a shopping centre, to be honest, and a very nice one too. Anyways, here's our aeroplane for today, this 9-year-old A321-231 with Turkish Airlines. It really is a beautiful terminal. It was built in 2018 and actually just looks amazing. Look at the state of this. Again, kind of reminds me of a really big mall. Anyways, I head towards the business class check-in area, which is exclusive, and at this time of the morning, it was just past 5 AM. It was very, very quiet indeed. Happy days. Now, as part of the business class ticket, it also meant that I got fast track security access, which certainly was fast. I was through in literally a minute. Here's the beautiful terminal at Istanbul, and although it was only just gone 5 AM, there was already loads of people here. The other benefit, of course, to a business class ticket was access to the Turkish Airlines lounge. So let's head there now. I had originally gone to the wrong entrance and was shooed away from that one, but here is the main entrance to the lovely Turkish Airlines lounge. It's absolutely enormous, and you walk into this amazing area which not only has this enormous TV screen, but very cleverly had lots of storage for people to put their bags in whilst they're resting or chilling out here in the lounge. I think there were showers around the corner too. Very nice indeed. There are meeting rooms too, not sure how you book them, but I'm sure you can, and the whole lounge sits atop of a mezzanine level where you can look over the rest of the terminal. So I'll speed things up liberally through various parts of this lounge tour because it's huge. There's lots of open spaces and lots of food stations. There's a wall of TVs here too, and that reminds me, if you're enjoying watching this, please do like and subscribe so that you can follow my content in the future. Thanks very much, of course, to those who already do. Turkish Airlines have put together a little exhibition too, showing their history and some of their memorabilia from many decades, so I thought I'd have a quick look in here too. It's a very open plan lounge with lots of nice comfortable seating and plenty of coffee stations. They also serve really nice Turkish coffee. I highly recommend it. If you're travelling with little ones, there's also a play area in the far corner of the lounge. To be fair, it actually looked pretty cool. It was breakfast time, so there was plenty of little stations set up with pastries and wraps. There was also someone cooking up omelettes and scrambled eggs, and a huge salad bar in the centre of the lounge. There was also, for those who are interested, an opportunity to do some golf, really not my thing, and the opportunity to fly on a simulator too. I didn't get a chance to do this as I didn't have time, but maybe look it up if you're here in the future. There are some quieter settings, including this one, and it's kind of made out to look like someone's lounge. I rather liked it actually. There's also lots of other coffee stations and snack stations throughout the various parts of the lounge. It really is enormous. I settled down to a quick breakfast and a Turkish coffee, and yes, believe me, that is scrambled eggs. It was actually really tasty and was a good setup for the rest of the day. There are drinks and alcoholic beverages available, although you do have to kind of look for them. There are little beer stations on the edge of some of the pedestals too, but there's lots and lots and lots of soft drink options for those that are looking for that. Now, given this is an enormous airport, I thought it was about time I made my way to the gate, and here I am, just heading back down the escalator. I will just say it was really busy by the time I left, and this was still only about 6:30 in the morning, so it might be something just to think about if you're flying through Istanbul in the near future. As I walked past the omelette station, it was a pretty big queue. Anyways, I'm going to speed this bit up as I walk to the gate. If I didn't, this would be about a 35-minute video. So here we are on warp speed, heading over to the gate where I'll catch my A321. It's no wonder they rent e-scooters in Istanbul airport. It really is enormous. Anyways, who knew that Turkish Airlines provided connections for such a lot of different airlines? But here we are at the gate, and before too long we were on board in this lovely business class configuration. Here's the seat map that's provided by Aerolopper, this lovely 2-2 configuration, which, as most of you will know, is quite rare for an intra-Europe business class product. It was an amazing seat. Think of it as like a typical kind of premium economy seat if you were flying long haul, more than sufficient for this short trip. And talking of sufficient, a lovely warm welcome with a raspberry drink. Very nice too. Following a short delay, it was soon time to head to the runway after we'd watched the safety video. So as ever, pray silence for the takeoff. Done. Here we are making our way over towards the coast as we depart from Istanbul. We started to gather altitude, and at the same time the service began in our business cabin. Firstly, we were handed menus, and it was a very substantial menu, not least as this was breakfast. Just look at all those options. The seat was epic and incredibly comfortable, and bearing in mind most intra-European business class products, it's an economy seat with the seat in the middle left free. This was far from that, and very, very lovely indeed. Equally, now that is some substantial tray table, is it not? It came out of the arm and you could probably sit on it if you wanted to, but very, very substantial indeed. Added to that, you got proper headphones, and that was paired with this lovely TV that folded out from beneath the seats, and on board their IFE was excellent, very similar to what they would have in a typical long haul configuration. You even had a remote control. This doesn't feel very typical intra-Europe business class, now does it? The seat had lots of adjustments, the recline was very good, and of course the legroom was excellent. Although, actually, that thing there got in the way of my feet. Anyways, there was also really good power connections too, as you'll see my neighbour was making full use of. A quick shout out to the crew who, from the moment we boarded, were exceptional all the way through the flight. Attentive, professional and incredibly friendly. They did an amazing job, so I have very much appreciated that. Our routing between Istanbul and Prague was just beautiful. Just check out this view of the Transylvanian mountains. Absolutely breathtaking. Soon breakfast was served, and this was my starter, believe it or not. Absolutely delicious. And it was followed up with this cheese, chicken and spinach wrap, which was also delicious. I was offered alcohol but decided it was a bit early for me and I went for a coffee instead. Overall, this was a lovely cabin to be in, very comfortable indeed too. If you like what you see, do please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate your support. So for the rest of the flight, it was really a case of sitting back and enjoying the comfortable seats, and of course every so often taking a lovely look out of the window. The ongoing views outside did not disappoint pretty much for the whole journey. As ever, far too soon, we were soon descending into Prague. So let's recap. The flight initially cost me €86 to fly from Istanbul to Prague in economy. I've then upgraded for another €100, and for that upgrade I've had VIP entrance, I've had fast track security, I've had lounge access, I've had pre-boarding, I've got to sit in a very comfortable seat with IFE, lovely service and amazing food. So overall, I think I bagged a pretty good upgrade on the day, don't you? Anyway, maybe let me know in the comments. Very nicely done indeed, and welcome to Prague under what looked to be very moody skies. It's been a lovely flight, and coming up I'll be launching a video that really does truly compare the likes of Turkish Airlines intra-Europe business class with the likes of British Airways. I actually flew on from Prague to London with British Airways in their Club Europe cabin, and my goodness me, there is such a difference. But I'd also caution that Turkish Airlines generally are far more expensive, so swings and roundabouts in terms of whether this is value for money or not. But on this occasion, I have to say I think it really was pretty decent value for money. So we reached the worst part of this video, and that's the end of the flight. Anyways, I really hope you've enjoyed being along with me for this adventure. If you've enjoyed the video, I'd welcome you to like and subscribe it so that you can follow more of my content in the future. And thanks massively to all of you who already subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. So, happy flying, and look forward to seeing you all again in the very near future. Thanks again for watching.